Good day everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'll be talking about feasibility and inheritance in OOP PHP. So some time ago I said that one of the most important concepts in OOP PHP is properties and methods. Properties can be mostly thought of as variables, and you know that for you to know a variable in PHP, most especially, you define a variable with $sign. Then method can be mostly thought of as functions that perform certain operations or computation inside the respective application object. I hope you understand. So before we move into visibility and inheritance in OOP, there are some basic things you need to know. One of them is private function, public function, protected properties and function, then this keyword. So I'll be explaining what all these things means then before I now show you the coding aspect of it, right? So the private function or the private keyword is an access modifier. It makes a property or method as private. Private properties and methods can only be used by the class in which the property or method was defined. Derived classes or outside code cannot use them. Any code outside that class cannot use them. So let's move to public function. Public function works without any restriction. Public function works outside the class, inside the class, even within the programming code, either in PHP or any other programming language. Public function can be accessed anywhere. Public function makes the whole content in its class make available to the other class only when it is accessed. So you have to access it before you can able to use it. So let's move on to protected properties or functions. So the protected property or function is an access modifier too. It makes a property or method as protected, just like private, but there's little difference. Protected properties or method can only be used by the class in which the property or method was defined and any classes that derive from it. Any other code cannot use them. Do you understand? Any other code or any other code outside that class or outside that function cannot use them. So let's move on to this keyword. This keyword is a very important concept in programming, or important concept in programming, because I have worked with JavaScript, I have worked with Python, I have worked with PHP, and I see that this keyword is important. So let's look at what it can be used for. This with $sign is a reserved keyword in PHP that refers to the calling object. It is usually the object to which the method is called statically from the context of a secondary object. Do you understand? So this keyword is only applicable to internal methods, internal functions only. It's only applicable to internal functions. So we'll stop there. Then in next video we'll move to feasibility and inheritance, and I will show you how all this thing I have said is applicable in writing PHP code.